Are you prepared for your home insurance costs to potentially skyrocket by over 35%? California homeowners are facing exactly this threat as the state's insurer of last resort seeks a major rate hike. California homeowners who rely on the state's insurer of last resort are on high alert. The California FAIR Plan has officially filed a request to increase its homeowner insurance rates by an average of 35.8%. It's a significant jump that could add hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to the annual costs for many residents who already feel squeezed by rising housing expenses. This move, reported in early October 2025, now sits with state regulators for what promises to be an intense review process. Why the big ask? The FAIR Plan points directly to skyrocketing wildfire exposure as the primary reason for the rate increase. As more private insurers have pulled back from high-risk areas, the FAIR Plan's portfolio has swelled to nearly 590,000 residential policies, more than double what it was just a few years ago. More policies in harm's way means more concentrated risk. Adding to the pressure are the rising costs of reinsurance, which is essentially insurance for insurance companies. This rate filing is one of the first to use California's new rules, which allow insurers to incorporate the cost of reinsurance and forward-looking catastrophe models into their pricing. The FAIR Plan argues that these new regulations are actually helping. Without them, they claim they would have needed to request an increase closer to 80%. The Department of Insurance will now conduct a thorough review, digging into the data and the math to ensure the requested hike is justified. If the current request is approved, either in full or in part, the new rates would likely begin applying to policies that renew on or after April 1, 2026. The proposed average increase of 35.8% is misleading. The impact on your premium will depend almost entirely on your home's specific wildfire risk score. Some homeowners in lower risk areas, like parts of the Central Valley, might even see their rates decrease. However, for those in high-risk zones like the Sierra foothills or parts of wine country, the story is different. What many homeowners don't realize is that a FAIR Plan policy is not a standard homeowner's policy. It's a fire-only plan that covers damage from fire, lightning, and internal explosion. To get comprehensive protection, you need to purchase a second policy called a Difference in Conditions (DIC) policy, which fills in the gaps for liability, theft, and water damage. The result? You're paying for two policies instead of one. For many, the combined cost is already double or more what they used to pay for a traditional policy. If you're a FAIR Plan customer or expect to be one soon, focus on mitigation. Reducing your home's wildfire risk can lead to real discounts. This includes practical steps like installing ember-resistant vents, ensuring you have a Class A fire-rated roof, and clearing all flammable materials from within 5 feet of your home. Start shopping early for both FAIR Plan and DIC policies. Talk to an independent insurance broker who specializes in high-risk properties to navigate the complexities. Finally, review your coverage carefully. Consider adjusting your deductibles or coverage limits to manage costs, but be careful not to leave yourself underinsured. Let's recap what we've learned about the California FAIR Plan's proposed rate hike. The FAIR Plan is seeking an average 35.8% rate increase, primarily due to growing wildfire risks and rising reinsurance costs. The impact will vary widely by location. Homeowners in high-risk wildfire zones could face increases of 40 to 55%, while those in lower-risk areas might see minimal changes. Remember that FAIR Plan policies only cover fire damage. You'll need a separate DIC policy for comprehensive protection, potentially doubling your insurance costs. To manage these potential increases, focus on home hardening measures, shop early for both policies, and carefully review your coverage options with an insurance specialist. Thank you for watching our coverage of the California FAIR Plan rate hike. Stay informed and take proactive steps to protect your home and finances during these challenging times for California homeowners.